Hello, my amazing analytical Aquarius. Welcome, welcome. I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided healing tarot for the month of February. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And thank you so much for all of your likes and support on this channel. Aquarius, happy birthday. It's Aquarius season. I want to let you know that starting next month, what I'm going to do is whichever video gets the most likes, not only will it be first in next month's segment, but I will also be doing a bonus twin flame reading for whichever sign gets the most likes. So if this video resonates, please hit that like button. Let's hop into it, Aquarius. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had Chesed, which is the right hand, the angel of empathy. So the right hand is the masculine hand, so it looks like your masculine energy is really bringing a lot of empathy into the situation because it can truly empathize with what is going on, okay? This is not sympathy of like, you know, I feel for you. You know, empathy is like, I feel what you're feeling. So definitely a lot of empathic energy going on. And we had the Empress come out. So this could have to do with, it's the divine feminine energy, right? This could have to do with a mother. This could have to do with, you know, the Empress is when you want to have children, right? Fertility, having your kingdom and things like that. It's when the divine feminine energy goes towards more of the Empress rather than the High Priestess. And I did see the High Priestess come out reverse. So it feels like really working more in the material, again, the masculine energy, rather than in the spiritual right now, okay? And this could be due to either, you know, healing relationship between mother and child, or it could be, you know, healing inner child wounds. So we also had the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords come out, Five of Swords in reverse. And it feels like, you know, like with the Five of Swords, you don't want there to have to be a winner in some sort of situation, okay? The Five of Swords denotes that there's some sort of competition in communication, that someone feels like they have to be the winner when it comes to something, and you're really done with that. You don't really care who's the winner, you know? It's like, it feels like it shouldn't even be a situation where anybody is a winner and anyone is a loser, and you're just really done with all the conflict and confrontation when it comes to, you know, this swords energy communication. So it can be mental strife, communication with yourself, but I really do feel somebody else here. And we have the Eight of Swords, and it's because you've been exhausted. There's some sort of cycle that is continuing that is making you feel like, ugh, like, you know, you've looked at in different places for the answer, but you can't seem to find it. So it looks like it's just a cycle that's repeating, and you're really done with, or did I say competing? A cycle that's repeating, and you're done with competing, okay? And again, it does feel like some sort of inner child wound or healing wound, healing like the inner child of the masculine energy, really, with your divine feminine energy. Okay, then we have Buffalant come out using derail. So this is telling me that something has derailed communication, and it's quite a blockage. This is Taurus energy, right? And Aquarius, like I said, happy birthday. Not only do we have the sun in your constellation, we also have Mercury, which is retrograding, Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus in Aquarius. So lots and lots of Aquarian energy. And then we have Uranus and Mars, you know, holding it down in Taurus, you know. And I love Aquarian energy so much, but when we have so much air, we got to have some, you know, earth to ground it. And it feels like, you know, there's something blocking with this Taurus energy. The conversation has really been derailed from one thing to another. And behind it, we had Drapion using Venomous Fang. So this is some darker energy coming in. Venomous Fang, this is a Scorpionic card. So there could be some Scorpio energy in here bringing some poison, okay? So that is what came up in the cleansing ceremony and what is being cleansed during the month of February. So what we are going to do this month is take a look at what emotion is pouring out of your jug. Aquarius, I don't have to explain to you as the water bearer about how you collect the water, collect the emotions, and then, you know, pour them out. So we're going to see what emotions pouring out of your jug. Then we're going to take a look into what's the problem with that, what's the blockage with what is coming out. And then in the extended, we will look into how do we best analyze this situation. Of course, Aquarius, you know you are the best at emotional analysis. And then we will look at how do we apply this analysis in order to help the situation. And then we will look look at some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So let's take a look. I'm going to take a sip of water. So it might be that you need some water, meaning like emotion, but okay, let's see. What emotion is pouring out of Aquarius jug? Okay. Yeah, we have Sahaquil, the angel of sky, in reverse, and Gavura, the left hand, judgment, in reverse. So, you know, we had the right hand come out, right, which is the empathy. And now we have the left hand in reverse, which is judgment in reverse. So it looks like, you know, really trying to have empathy for the situation rather than having judgment towards it, right? So it's like trying to put yourself in someone's shoes rather than taking a judgmental stance on the situation, right? Like you don't want to get your gavel out and, you know, it does feel like there is some sort of decision that needs to be made that you are resisting, right? Because judgment is some sort of, it's a judgment call. And right, when you make a judgment, it's like a ruling factor of determining whether it's, you know, right or wrong, right? Legal or illegal. And with the angel of sky in reverse, whenever the angel of sky comes out, I always take that this is, you know, like you're the captain of your soul. You're able to, you know, navigate your soul wherever you want it to by using the steering wheel, basically. The angel of sky I also take as like astrological transits that are occurring. And of course, like as I just talked about, we have so much Aquarian energy. So there could be something about Mercury retrograde, about not wanting to communicate about that, about whatever this judgment call is. But yeah, it definitely feels like because some judgment has not been made fully, it just feels like kind of up in the air, that you don't feel like you're the one in the driver's seat necessarily. Again, it feels kind of like whatever that Taurus energy sort of derailed the situation. And Mars is the planet of action that's in Taurus, so it does kind of slow things down a bit. But let's see. Tell us more. What about what emotions are coming out? Whew, we have the Fool. So there's some sort of totally new beginning here that is happening. You are really starting from scratch in some sort of way, and you're trying to release any sort of judgment about this, not make a judgment call about what this new beginning entails, but you don't really feel like you're in control of the new beginning. I am hearing that another one wants to come out. Tell us a little bit more about the Fool. So you're having a huge start over. Whew, the Devil. Yikes. So you're having a new beginning, but there are some toxic attachments here. There are toxic attachments in the physical, whether, you know, you're overindulging in something, okay? And so this could be overindulging in food, you know, seen here, sweets, overindulging in, you know, mind-altering substances, overindulging in screen time, overindulging in, you know, anything physical. So, you know, it could also be addiction to someone in the physical realm, right? It's when you have some sort of toxic attachment to the physical world. So there's really a new beginning here, but there's a lot of toxicity that is stuck in this new beginning. What's the light energy? We have Armaldo using rushing water. Interesting. This is the title of Capricorn. So if you are dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn placements, I highly suggest you check that out. This is also part of Taurus's reading as well. But this is a fighting energy. So it does look like there is some fighting going on. And rushing water is like, you know, trying to rush the emotional process of it. Trying to rush the waters, right? Waters being emotion. So it looks like what's pouring out of your jug is, you know, wanting a new beginning, but wanting it so, like, toxically attaching to a new beginning because you're avoiding some sort of judgment call, you know, about how this new beginning is toxic. And it's rushing, like you want to rush the emotional process is what I'm feeling. It says, protected by a hard shell, its body is very sturdy. It skewers prey with its claws to feed. So we have this aspect of like, you know, skewering prey and, you know, in order to feed and having this hard shell. So there is this kind of Cancerian and Scorpionic energy here of rushing. So yeah, there definitely seems to be some fights about that, about, you know, rushing the water. Especially because, you know, we did see that Five of Swords in reverse, and it feels like that's why you're exhausted and you don't want to fight anymore, because this fight is all, you know, very rushing water. And Aquarius, you know more than anyone, you don't like rushing water, right? You like to collect it and observe it inside of your jug, and then you or vase, I should say, and then you like to pour it out yourself, right? You're in control of how the water comes out. All right, let's see. What's the shadow here? Drifloon, transfer pain in reverse. Yeah, but you just don't want to psychically transfer pain anymore between you and this other person, especially when it comes to this new beginning. You can feel that it's full of toxicity and that things are being rushed. But yeah, psychically, you're just not interested in transferring pain to one another anymore. And it says, these Pokemon are called signposts for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish. Yeah, so this does feel like an inner child wound where the inner child has been kind of taken hostage. You know, like Drifloon, like it literally steals children. So like it's a Pokemon that if a child's by itself, it pretends to be a balloon and then it will like whisk that child away. So again, it does feel like, you know, this wandering spirit is very much kind of like the Fool. Like, you know, you're just on your own path, doing your own thing, having this new beginning. But there is some sort of inner child wound that's pretty heavy here. All right. Let's see, what's the problem? What's the blockage? Okay. So 3 wanted to come out. This wants to go right to the Devil and rushing water. Woo, Hasmed, the angel of annihilation. So yeah, there is this aspect of, you know, this devil energy and this fighting energy of rushing water, rushing emotions. There's this aspect of, okay, I need to annihilate it. I need to get rid of it. Okay. But it's in the blockage. Again, it's like you're trying to rush this process and have a new beginning and get rid of all the devil energy by just annihilating it. But that's not necessarily how the process works, right? We have Zadkiel, the angel of mercy, and Netza, the right leg, the angel of endurance. So the thing is, it's like you want to get rid of all of the bad stuff, right? The toxicity and this devil energy. But the other part of you is trying to have mercy towards this toxic energy and just enduring it as best you can. You know, the right leg is the masculine leg, so your masculine energy is really taking on the weight of the world here and enduring, you know, this situation, you know, and trying to have mercy. So it's like, you know, you want to annihilate this negative energy, and maybe it's the annihilation, maybe it's this devil energy and this rushing water fighting energy that wants to annihilate you, right? Because we saw with the Five of Swords, you know, in reverse, you don't want to have that energy anymore, but the Five of Swords upright has to do with competition of like, I'm the winner and, you know, you're the loser, therefore you're annihilated in the situation. And it looks like, yeah, you're really trying to have mercy, you know, for this situation. You know, showing mercy to others and, you know, wanting mercy from the other person. But yeah, there's just so much being held here, being endured. The masculine energy is really taking on too much here. Let's see, tell us more about this. What's the blockage? Okay. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, this is Taurus energy in reverse. So, you know, the Hierophant in reverse can mean that there's some sort of union broken or some sort of like solidity that isn't there. or some sort of manifestation that isn't coming to fruition, because the Hierophant traditionally, right, is like the person who marries the divine feminine and divine masculine, that brings them into union. The Hierophant is also, you know, can be a person who is like the highest form, like in their craft. Like, you know, maybe like a dean of a school would be one, or, you know, a judge would be one. In this deck specifically, it's the apothecary owner who, you know, you go to her and you say, hey, this is what I want to manifest. You know, here's my ritual. And she's like, yep, don't worry, I got all the ingredients, and, you know, let's do some tweaking because you're better off, you know, changing this part of your ritual to this, right? But because it's in reverse, it's really telling me that, you know, one, you might not be getting the professional help that you need in the situation, and you might actually need some sort of professional help in order to annihilate this devil energy. But it does look like something's just not coming to fruition the way that you want it to, right? I'm going to ask a little bit more. Why is this Hierophant in reverse? We have One of Wands. Yes, something is just not lighting. Like the magic is not there. The magic is lost, is what I'm getting. What's the light energy here? Yeah, this is some sort of emotional blockage. It really is. So definitely in the emotional world, it's just blocked. And yeah, you're trying to rush this water, but how can you? I'm going to ask for one more. This is also the throat chakra that is blocked, and I'm kind of like losing my ability to speak right now. So I do feel like, you know, part of the blockage is in the throat chakra. Yeah, because the heart isn't where it needs to be. The heart doesn't feel the magic, and therefore it's, you know, blocked in the throat chakra. And it seems like that might be the judgment call that, you know, you're trying to avoid here. Okay, let's see, what's the shadow? We have trainer, grasp memory. So trainer indicates the other person. So it looks like the other person is really going into the past in their heart. So, you know, they're stuck in memories of what has kind of been broken, like ancient things that are in their heart. So they're very much, you know, in their head, but more so the like emotional imprint that is in their heart and how that's been recorded. As you can see, like, do you see how like part of it is missing and it's like an ancient piece? So it does seem like, you know, some has hardened. It's harder to access a certain part of their heart right now. And it seems like you're very aware of this heart blockage, and it's causing you an emotional blockage and a blockage in the throat chakra. And you're just really trying to rush the situation, which is why there's this, you know, devil energy here. Whew. All right, let's see what Archangel wants to take us into the extended. Like I said, in the extended, we're going to take a look at how do we best analyze the situation, and then how do we best apply the analysis. So let's take a look. All right, what Archangel wants to take us into the extended? Leadership. Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Interesting. So it looks like, you know, with the Hierophant in reverse, that could be you, of, you know, maybe your ability to, you know, help others manifest their magic, but it's, you know, not there right now. Because you're too busy kind of starting over. But it looks like whatever sort of, you know, start over that you're doing, this can really cause you to, you know, have a leadership position. And it looks like whatever the situation is, it is calling you to step up and to, you know, take a leadership position and lovingly guide others through situations that are very similar. So interesting energy to go into the extended, Aquarius. Like I said, if you would like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. If we part ways here, then good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.